Relationships are a beautiful thing. They can bring joy, love, and companionship to our lives. However, sometimes God has different plans for us, and that can mean that a certain relationship may not be in line with His will. It can be hard to accept, especially when we have invested time, energy, and emotions into a person. But when God doesn't want us with someone, certain things may happen to show us that it's time to let go. Number 1. Constant struggles and conflicts. One of the first signs that God may not want us with someone is when we are constantly struggling and experiencing conflicts in the relationship. This can include arguments over small things, misunderstandings, and a general feeling of tension between both parties. When God wants us to move on, He may allow these struggles to happen to show us that this relationship is not in line with His will. It can be easy to get caught up in the emotions of the moment and try to make things work. But when the struggles continue, it may be time to take a step back and evaluate the relationship. It is important to seek God's guidance through prayer and reflection and to trust in His plan for our lives. Number 2, lack of peace. Another sign that God may not want us with someone is when we lack peace in the relationship. This can manifest in different ways, such as feeling anxious, worried, or stressed about their relationship. We may have a gut feeling that something is not right, but we continue to ignore it in hopes of making things work. When we lack peace in a relationship, it can be a sign that we are not in line with God's will. He wants us to have peace and joy in our relationships, and if we are not experiencing that, it may be time to reevaluate the situation. It is important to trust in God's plan and to have faith that He has someone better in store for us. Number 3, lack of spiritual connection. A lack of spiritual connection can also be a sign that God may not want us with someone. When we are in a relationship, it is important to have a shared faith and to grow spiritually together. However, if we find that we are not on the same page spiritually, it can cause tension and conflict in the relationship. God wants us to be with someone who shares our values and beliefs, and when we lack that connection, it can be a sign that this relationship is not meant to be. It is important to seek God's guidance in this situation and to trust in His plan for our lives. Number 4, closed doors. When God doesn't want us with someone, He may also close doors that we thought were open. This can include job opportunities, social events, or even friendships. It can be frustrating and confusing, but it's important to remember that God has a plan for our lives and He knows what is best for us. It can be tempting to try to force things to happen. But when we encounter closed doors, it may be a sign that we need to let go and trust in God's plan. We need to have faith that He has something better in store for us and that He will guide us on the right path. Number 5, feeling disconnected from God. Lastly, when God doesn't want us with someone, we may feel disconnected from Him. This can include feeling distant, unmotivated, or uninspired in our faith. We may find ourselves struggling to pray or to read the Bible, and we may feel like we are drifting away from God. It is important to pay attention to these feelings and to seek God's guidance. When we feel disconnected from God, it can be a sign that we are not in line with His will. We need to trust in His plan and spend time in prayer and reflection to understand what He's trying to tell us. When God doesn't want us with someone, it can be hard to accept. But it is important to trust in His plan and to have faith that He has someone better in store for us. We need to pay attention to the signs that He gives us and seek His guidance through prayer and reflection. We need to trust that He will guide us on the right path and that His plans for us are always good. If this was of blessing to you, please like and subscribe. May God bless you, and may the Lord give you a heavenly mindset.